Okay, so the Paralives devs have shown off their longest gameplay footage yet. And you know what? It looks amazing. I've gone through the video frame by frame to pick out 19 incredible details you need to know about. Let's get started. Number 1, the for sale sign. We don't have to visit a boring menu screen to manage our world, we do it all in-game. Just select the for sale sign to bring up your options. These are see lot details, purchase lot, and see lot history. I imagine that if you click see lot details, it would take you to an overview where you can see its general size, and see lot history would give you a list of its previous owners perhaps. But for now, the player clicks purchase lot and the for sale sign drops into the ground with a satisfying snap. Number 2, idle animations. Take a look at the Parafolk on the left. They're showcasing one of Paralives' idle animations, mimicking themselves looking through a camera's viewfinder. What's special about this is, it seems to be an animation that's completely related to the current context, i.e. visualizing what the house is going to look like. And the Parafolk on the left has their own animation, swatting a fly on their neck. These contextual idle animations give Parafolk the sense they're actually in the world, reacting to the ever-changing environments, whether that's picturing their new home or appreciating all the insects populating the great outdoors. Number 3, bins. Now, these appear to be based on black wheelie bins, which suggests to me they're going to be regularly wheeled out to be emptied. There's even a handle on the bin so people can grab it. It's not clear at this point whether there'll be a bin emptying service provided by rubbish collectors or if you'll just empty it yourself, but the bin does look like it's designed to be emptied, which adds a realistic level of upkeep to house maintenance. If you don't empty your bins, rubbish will likely pile up and your Parafolk will get sad. It doesn't look like there's recycling at this point, but that might get added in later with more developments in the bin emptying meta. Number 4, music. I don't know about you, but this is the perfect music to build by. Composed by this person, it's a relaxing score that really sets the mood. There's no tension here whatsoever, just the musical equivalent of a lazy Sunday afternoon doing something creative. See myself just sticking this music on while I'm writing or editing videos. This captures the sedate tone of Paralives very well indeed. Number 5, the simplicity of building stuff. Look how easy it is. Just bring up the wall in the top right corner, then drag and drop all in real time. There are even real-time shadows so you can see which way the sun's going to be interacting with your property. Again, there's no pausing time and going into menus. Everything is just completely seamless. Number 6, here we've got angles. You can set your walls at any angle you want. It's not just your usual 45 degrees or 90 degrees, but anything you desire. This lets you create acute or obtuse angles for some more abstract house shapes. You'd think this would result in some problems when it comes to navigation, but the devs have a solution to that in their contextual, but still quite secretive animation system. We haven't seen it in action though, so we'll just take their word for it for now. Number 7, curved walls. In Paralives, not only can you set the angle that the wall juts out at, but bend walls to any angle too. This lets you create round rooms. I'm thinking grand dining rooms, luxurious bedrooms, and the White House's Oval Office, so you can spend time away from the family conducting your own foreign policies. Number 8, and with a simple click, the player raises the height of all the walls. No need to highlight the whole lot, the game just does it automatically. You can also customize walls after you've built them, moving them back or forward. This is much easier than getting the bulldozer out and having to destroy walls just to build them an inch or two to the left. Number 9, raising floors. This is another huge feature of the game. You can select the floor and raise it using the arrow icon. This affects the entire floor plan unless, that is, you separate the rooms with a wall. Doing so only affects the floor level in that room. This allows you to create split levels. Just remove the wall and you've now got a split level in your house. I'm definitely going to use this feature to create a conversation pit, or the less popular variation, the silence pit. Number 10, customizable stairs. At this point in the gameplay footage, we see a small step, which is made in the way I've just described, but this process has some pretty big ramifications. If you can create your own steps, what's not to say you can create your own staircases? Theoretically, you could customize each step, making it as wide or tall as you want it. Then watch your parafolk tumble down like a sack of hammers. Number 11, a pretty small thing this, but you can change the direction of floor tiles. I mean, I can't really see a good reason for this, but it's nice to have, I guess. Number 12, windows. Here the player selects from a choice of one window, and you're thinking that's not a big selection of windows, but it is, because you can customize this window completely. Move it anywhere on the wall, not just at set points along it, then modify its shape. The player here drags it to form a floor-to-ceiling window, then copies and pastes the design to bring loads of light into the room. You can make windows any size you want, so rather than having a bunch of window designs to pick from, you have a single window, which is like 100 windows in one. Number 13, and here's our first proper look at the building menu. It looks refreshingly straightforward, just arranged into a drop-down list. We can sort by rooms or sort by products. These products are arranged into their own categories, such as decoration. Now, if I'm being honest, the items here do look pretty simplistic to me and lacking in detail, but as the big disclaimer at the start of the video says, anyway, there is some good stuff here, like lights, candles, rugs, plants, and bottles. Number 14, the color wheel. This is one of Paralives' biggest innovations. It gives you millions of colors to pick from, although to be fair, the default colors look the most realistic, so I can see myself just sticking to those. Still, good to know that if you really wanted one, you could have a bright pink carpet. Number 15, adjustable furniture. As with windows, you can change the size and shape of furniture. Just click and drag with the arrows. Being able to customize tables, chairs, and everything else in your home is a smart way to get around the lack of items. Because, again, right now, there really aren't that many, but you do have loads of control over them. So much so that you can even invent your own furniture. Here we see the player extend the length of chairs before removing some of the cushions to invent a sort of hybrid settee area. You could probably go further and have sort of like those weird big sofa bed things that rich people have. Number 16, and this is a small thing, but also a really big thing, and that's crooked chairs. You can set chairs at an angle to the table. Instead of every chair being perfectly arranged on an invisible grid, now you can put them wherever you want, giving your home a more lived-in quality. You can do this with any item in the game, like shoes in hallways or jars in kitchen cabinets. It adds a touch of human imperfection to the game. Number 17, ornaments. You can put them anywhere you want on surfaces. It's the same sort of thinking behind the chair stuff, setting them down anywhere you like on a chest or table rather than in a few pre-approved places gives you way more flexibility. Plus, you can stack stuff. We see this feature used to stack plates in the kitchen, wood piles for fireplaces, and with boxes to create box forts. Number 18, adjustable picture sizes. There's a lot you can do with pictures in Paralives. You can make the frames bigger or smaller, make the pictures themselves bigger or smaller, and even choose your own custom images to put in frames. Personally, I'm thinking of hanging up a lot of fancy dogs. Number 19, the last entry, gardens. It's not just interiors that will be easy to make, but exteriors too. You can customize the size, shape, and color of rocks and shrubbery to make your own unique gardens. You can create rock gardens, zen gardens, or even hedge mazes with no exits in sight. You know, if you wanted to go all murdery. So those were 19 cool little details that have got me ridiculously excited about Paralives. I love how quickly and easily you can build houses in this game, and the release date cannot come soon enough. There's no release date yet, but for more Paralives breakdowns, subscribe to my channel and I'll get you up to speed with the latest.